Hello, I'm drinking Three Floyds Age of Otters. Kind of fun, very few labels with otters on them. Of course, this is some comic book reference. The otter's got hands and is holding an axe, of course. So this is a 7% IPA. They don't tell you really anything about it, just balance of rich malt sweetness and piney hops. There you go. And it's kind of fun. Like, I don't remember last time I got an IPA in like regular 6-pack 12-ounce bottles. It's very fresh. It's under a month old, but the date on bottles is difficult to see. There we go. Bottled March 13th, so yep, just a little bit under under a month in the bottle. So here we go. Had a really nice aroma when I opened it. And what the description just makes you think, oh, it's just going to be, I guess, a West Coast IPA. That's got some orange color to it. It's not just pale malt, but it's not that dark. There you are, and I'm smelling some old-fashioned sort of piney stuff, but also some like modern hoppies or modern tropical things. Like I bet there's like Citra and maybe Chinook in this. Yeah, it's a nice big aroma. It brings me back to the old days. I guess this bottle along with the beer. But Three Floyds is one of the only breweries where I find these seasonal hoppy beers fresh. And they're trying to do something that isn't super new wave, like so many hoppy beers that I'm in New England are supposed to be some kind of hazy, juicy thing. This is not that, and I like that sometimes. The head's really nice. Already got some nice lacing forming. And it's piney, but it's deep in there. It's like sweet, resinous, sappy, sticky, like very orangey, orange oil. Yeah, it smells sweet, but like it's gonna have a little spice and bitterness. Pretty full, kind of almost silky body, which you can do. I mean, there's a little bit of haze to this. Like, don't get me wrong. And some brewers make beers like that look like this, or even less hazy, and call them hazy IPAs, and I hate it. It's basically like, what is your problem? I don't understand. It's like if you make something, you say it's extra spicy, and it literally has no spice. But it's not too bitter. Well, it does kind of hit you with the old-fashioned isomerized alpha acid hop bitterness, as opposed to a lot of the bitterness in hazy IPAs where it's a kind of a different quality of bitterness that comes from like the heavy dry hopping. You do get bitterness from dry hopping, but I feel like it's just a little different quality. This is the one that kind of overtakes your palate. It's not a throat burn type thing. It's not a chalky thing. And this is super clean. Not noticing booze. But yeah, it's getting some bitterness in there. And I guess it's still very orangey. I guess it's kind of getting more towards grapefruit bitterness. But it's not too pithy. It's staying like keeping some bright sweet fruitiness in there. Maybe there's a little bit of stone fruit. Maybe a little bit of peachy stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say it's definitely more West Coast style, going back 15 years or so. Maybe like sort of Lagunitas-y, but more bitter. But done really well, and it tastes like it's small batch. Excuse me. Even though Three Floyds is pretty big now, and they distro all over the place. Excuse me. Good carbonation. Yeah, so just bursting with like lots of hop flavor and aroma. Yeah, I like it. But it's sort of these kinds of beers that I was drinking 13 years ago, about there, that I didn't understand how important freshness was, and a lot of times breweries didn't used to put dates on things, and people didn't really know as much about it 15 or so years ago. And I got totally turned off of IPAs after being a hophead, just because I had drank so many really bitter beers. It was just bitterness in your face, and that it was probably lots of really old IPAs, and then hazy IPAs kind of got me back into really hoppy beers. And now I just like anything that does a really good job of it. Like I really love Pliny the Elder. And this actually has some similar things to Pliny the Elder. This one probably has some Citra and or Mosaic going on, some more new wave hops to make it a little bit more tropical. Um, but it's still mostly like a piney punch, super orangey, citrusy type thing. Done really well, maybe just a little bit softer and a little more tropical. But done quite well. I give this like a 4.29. How about that?